How's it going, Spacers? And welcome back to yet another episode of the Outer Worlds. In the last episode, we made a deal. We struck a deal with Graham to get him to stop broadcasting on Hiram's server and on Hiram's tower, and start printing out his good word. And we finally made our way into Fallbrook. Now we're here talking to this insurance lady who said that stupidity is not covered. So, why is your office on Monarch?
We're not on Monarch. For all practical and tax-related purposes, this office is an official enclave of Byzantium.
Why?
Legally speaking, corporations are not allowed to operate on Monarch. But financially speaking, there are certain costs to running a business from within Byzantium's walls. So while our official address is in the city, and while our office here is technically an extension of that address, we found it more expedient to conduct our key operations here. So we can... what's the phrase? Pass savings to the consumer, of course.
Alright, if you say so.
Oh, it's certainly not about what I say. That's all down to our legal team and our CFO.
Alright. What about the...
Plenty. As my boss likes to say, there's a policy for every situation and an exclusion for every policy. We've insured unusually expressive eyebrows, outrageous statements, disastrous marriages.
Who gets their eyebrows insured?
Usually character actors, or corporate execs with menacing stares.
Who would get an outrageous statement?
That policy is almost exclusively for our corporate clientele. In the unlikely event they make a claim about a product that turns out to be less than accurate, they need some kind of protection against the damage to their sales and reputation.
And disastrous marriages?
Those are mostly for top-rungers in Byzantium who have a lot of social and financial capital wrapped up in their marriage contracts. There's one for your beloved eloping with your sibling, your beloved eloping with their sibling, scandalous rumors forcing you apart, the revelation of a secret love child. We try to cover every possible hazard to domestic bliss.
Alright, that's all I needed.
One thing's for sure. You won't find better policy protection against sudden lunar implosions anywhere in Halcyon.
And that's all for now. Sudden lunar implosion. Back here. Of importance, I guess. Oh. Shh. I'll take that. Thank you, thank you. Oh, I leveled up. I didn't even realize. Oh. And I'm going to probably need my... That guy saw me, I think. Or no, it's just showing his health bar.
You make it look so easy.
Am I allowed up here? I'm assuming not. Insurance office key. Well, there's nothing up here of interest, I guess. Oh. Alright, so Malin's House of Hospitality is where we can find Miss Catherine, though something tells me she's not going to be as friendly as I'd like, or as we'd like. Man, this place is big. Figured it'd be just a tiny little place, but... Rizzo's machine. Locked.
Always imagined Fallbrook would be cleaner, fancier, stocked with better booze.
Oh.
Cheaper.
A woman.
I've emptied 14-bit carts in the last 2 hours.
Hmm.
If you're feeling like the civilized type, the waterfall's a good spot to wash your clothes.
Alright, thank you. Oh, there's landing pad there. Or why I can't use it. Fallbrook Patron, all that. Sorry, I'm just looking around. Sublight storage key, I don't have that. Bye. Oh. Do have. Oh yeah, because I have to do that one dude's mission. Alright, let's go talk to Catherine. Alright. People all look like they're having a jolly good time. Wesley Alexander, howdy.
You don't look like a smuggler nor a dandy. Catherine sends you back here? On second thought, it's best if I don't know.
Okay.
What's your order?
A glacial age whiskey?
No, I don't have any... Ugh. If it's only a drink you're after, the full bar's upstairs.
Oh.
This here's the ante up, where you place your bets.
Oh. What can I bet on?
Toss ball, autoloader races, card games, you name it. I ain't picky. And neither is Catherine. We'll both break your legs if you lose, then shirk on paying.
Alright. The bar's upstairs. That Lady Gaga? Hi, how are you?
Uh-huh. You blind, little bird? Or can you not see I'm busy? Why is it every sissy pig fucker who strolls into my town expects me to smile and shout awful friendly? Welcome to Fallbrook.
Because I'm working with
in this
your fucking company.
Forsaken land, like a void damn advert.
Sorry to trouble you, Ms. Malin. I understand you're a terribly important figure in these parts.
Oh my god,
Perhaps you
Vicar,
could point me
could
to
you
a man
shut
by
up?
the name of Reginald Cheney.
That sprat shit better not have brought trouble into my town. He's a long-term renter, easily replaceable. Check his domicile. Whatever happens, I don't fucking care. Just keep the mess from staining my little nugget of paradise, and we'll be grand.
Alright, by nugget of paradise, you mean piece of Manty Dug, then sure.
You know, I ain't heard that one before. Suppose I'll have to work harder to show you just what makes our town shine. But first, I'll need to know what brings you, stranger. Well, I'm half listening.
I'm the fixer for your sublight problem.
Good of you to finally haul your ass over here. I wired for backup weeks ago. Got something that's gonna require special extraction from Cascadia.
Alright, the Alta Vitae stuff that Lilia meant.
So you got a brain on them shoulders. Excellent. Makes my life a world easier. To extract the gas, you'll need to siphon it from the lab in Cascadia into one of your ship's fuel tanks. Totally safe.
Remind me what it is again?
Do I look like one of them egghead science types? All I know is that labs use it to create plants and livestock out of local species. But it's a controlled commodity, available only to the board, so it is of high value on the dark market.
Define safe.
Meaning safe for me and my crew, seeing as it ain't us undertaking the risk.
Yeah, okay. I'll get it done.
I do like your gumption, but let's not be hasty. To get to the gas, you'll need to navigate through the town, which is overrun by marauders.
Alright.
The lab itself has become an infested nest, crawling with manties. You gotta fight through, or figure out some other way to exterminate them. Maybe the ventilation system?
Sawbones could... Ellie could probably cook something up.
I shall leave the details to you. Now, after you clear the manty nest and reach the storage room, all that's left is to get the gas flowing into the fuel system. The task will require someone with technical skills. Or you could force it through with a plasma overload. Don't recommend that option, though, unless you want to get dead.
Yeah, our vicar is pretty good with computers. He could hack it.
Well, I haven't seen the system, but I feel confident saying I can split her asunder.
I'll just bet you can. Men of the cloth never do cease to amaze me. Bright as a newborn star on the outside, blackest of holes within. Once you've got our goods, take them to the groundbreaker. Lilia's fencers ought to handle the rest of it.
All right.
I've marked the coordinates for you to the lab in Cascadia. Use the passcode Antediluvian on the terminal to get in.
All right.
But before you make your run, I could use a heavy helping hand regarding a local issue. For a fine fee, of course.
All right. I might be interested.
Good. This particular matter of opportunity has been eating at me for a while now. There's a Borst factory on up the way, run by a man who calls himself the King. Clive Lundberg, insufferable prick. That aside, it's a business ripe for the plucking. I want it. Clear as that.
I got the feeling this is going to involve murder and mayhem.
Stars, I hope so. Clive Lundberg, the self-proclaimed Borst King of Monarch, is swimming in profit and drowning in his ego. He's making the only meal to be had this side of Monarch, and I'm tired of ponying up for my dinner. I want that Borst factory, owner dead or alive. And you're the soon-to-be handsomely paid fucker who's gonna get it for me.
Any tips on how to get in?
If you got brass knockers, you could shoot your way through the front gate. If you don't fancy getting shot to shit, you can try asking Duncan for a disguise. Might be another way in, assuming you're courageous enough to trek the sewers. Void if I know. Hit him where it hurts. In his gut, or his production lines ought to make do.
Say I wanted to sabotage the factory.
Then I'd say you might care to poison the cysty pigs, doctor a few financial records, or throw a wrench in the canning machinery.
Sounds good. If I wanted to kill him?
Sometimes the simplest solution is the sweetest. I don't give a whit about the method or the means, just the end.
Alright, sounds good.
It'll be more than good when you're finished. Maybe not for Clive, but for me and you, I'm sure. Oh, and if you don't fancy going in guns blazing or crawling through a sewer pipe, see Duncan in the dry goods and sundry building. He ought to have an employee ID in that stash of illicit goods he keeps for select clientele.
Alright.
May luck be with you, since I won't be.
Alright. Oh.
Remind me never to get on Ms. Malin's bad side.
She's fine. Well, so long as you ain't on her bad side. Then she's liable to drown you in the waterfall.
Well, hold on. This does... Yeah, hold on. I also just like this look better. I don't know, man. I feel like this is just the way to go. It's weird that they let you buy an outfit. Like, this is the... It's weird, because I bought this outfit already at, like, a different place. Anyways.
Hey, Cass. Knock, knock.
Go away, White.
So, dry goods and sundries. Where was that?
And you say...
There!
I swear to the
Alright.
architect, I will punch your lamps out.
Oh.
Hey.
Hungry? I'm famished myself. No rubbernecking.
Catherine said you can give me an ID cartridge for the CMP.
Not so fast. My biometric IDs are special goods. Only on offer to special clients. You cotton?
I think the fact that Catherine Malin sent for me makes me special enough.
She needs it for a job? Well, why didn't you say so? Reckoned you asked her where to best procure one, and she obligingly pointed you my way. Give me a jiffy to break. I mean, calibrate the ID. This goes like that. Nope, not quite right. A bit to the left, mayhaps. That'll do it. For a CMP factory line worker, she sure is a beauty.
All right.
Careful. I'm trusting you to guard this specialty good with your life. I mean it. Lose the ID and you don't get another. Also, you'll be off my list of unwholesome customers. Will that be all, or do you require something to say, scratch your itch?
I think that'll be good. Actually, hold on, dude. Let's go talk to Lady
Catherine's
Gaga
great,
upstairs.
ain't she? She'll pull you out of the sulfur, so long as you don't mind being in her debt.
Efficient, clever, ruthless. I like her.
Hi.
Folks I never met before are my most favorite kind. So, what's your story?
Well, it's the strangest thing, really. I was frozen in space for 70 years, and then one day...
Let me just stop you right there, stranger. My question, it's not one I really want an answer to. Not unless it accompanies some extra bits. Understand?
How many bits are we talking?
More than you can afford at this time.
Serve drinks here, right?
Your eyes do not deceive you. This bar serves the sweetest firewater in all of Fallbrook. I got some snacks on offer, too, from time to time.
Sublight bar?
If you're asking if it's Sublight owned, then yes. If you're asking if we give discounts to Sublight employees, then the answer is not only no, but doubly no. Ms. Malin built the bar, the saloon, and the town to boot. If you got business with Sublight, I suggest you follow up with her.
All right. Oh, I'd like a drink. Yeah. Supper time. I'll just keep it as a... Oh yeah, I need to check if the vermin... I wanted to see if the vermin's actually, like, a better gun. Because it says DPS, right? It says DPS, but DPS is... not exactly damage. So I will want to see if that's better than this. Who knows? Probably not. Let's actually, while I have the chance, put...
You'd think folks were pissing in the alleyways as bad as it stinks.
Sublight employee, Sublight. Yes. Alright. Alright. Modify. Vermin. 1 times barrel. Special rifle barrel. Let's range weapons shoot a little more precisely, making critical hits do more damage. Yeah, I'd want that. Yeah, when I'm going in with the revolver, I'm going in for power. Oh. Alright, well, I guess I just gave myself a plasma revolver. Fine. See how it does. Alright. Is there anything else in this town? There was that one lady I saw.
This is Reginald's stuff, all right, but it looks
Oh.
like he's not home. Let's
Oh
search
yeah,
the
we have
room,
your
try
thing to do.
figure out where he's gone.
Alright, come on.
Sure.
Yeah, get in here. Ooh, okay. Fridge. Rent and text. Toilet. This. Day 152, location. Oh, coordinates, conditions fair. Can't believe I'm stuck in this law-forsaken town, but at least I think I may have finally found a spot with promise. Down the tunnel on the riverbank outside town, produce 1 nugget and 2 teeth. Wonder if I can find a dentist who'd pay something for the
Sounds
teeth.
like Cheney's gone gold panning down on the river. I guess even scholars need to find ways to make ends meet in exile.
I guess. Alright, find Reginald. So, I guess we're gonna need to come back here to Catherine. So, hold on, let me check all my quests real quick. So I finally found her. I was looking for her.
Before.
She was in a house by there
remember.
before, but
You look, well, I wouldn't forget what you're wearing, no.
why would we have spoken before?
Most of the freshies spend their first night in the saloon. Fresh to Fallbrook, I mean. Me? I've been here going on 3 days now. I'm real friendly. Figure I've talked up everyone in town by now. But not you yet.
Alright. Seems like your lucky day.
Every day I've been here has been my lucky day. Never won so much in my whole life. Aside from a close call during my wilderness hike, it's been a grand adventure. I'm dreadful blessed that Captain Criley hired me onto the crew.
Which crew?
You wouldn't have heard of them. They're just a small pot of smugglers. Kept getting their spoils stolen when they went to fence them. So they hired on a merc. They didn't mind my being so talkative, or them being my first protection.
So you're the muscle?
Captain Criley, he does
I
ask
love
me to
that.
shut it sometimes. In fact, I probably shouldn't be flapping my gums about his crew at all.
How'd you wind up in Fallbrook?
Well, Captain Criley wanted to take a pit stop. I'm the hired security, see? They pay me to guard the cargo, but right now the hull's empty. It's my first shore leave with the crew, and my maiden voyage before that. I can tell you it's been a real hoot.
Any tips?
Captain warned us to take care around Devil's Peak. The bigger beasties tend to roam the slopes there.
Yeah, I would
Mid-morning,
not
I thought
fight
I'd try
anything
Fallbrook's
there.
self-guided wilderness hike, the one that leads up around the mountain. Safe enough, else they wouldn't advertise, right? Wrong. Scarcely made it back in one piece.
Sounds like you had a close call.
You can say that again. Wilderness almost got me pushing up daisies. If I wasn't so fleet-footed, I never would have escaped them raptidons, then marauders, and that manta queen alive. To outrun him, I had to ditch my bag. All the bit cards from my winnings were weighing it down. A shame, because it was my favorite gun tote.
Really?
Right then. Very well.
I'd like to ask you something.
Then I'd like to answer it. If I can, that is.
Hold on.
Captain...
Any survival tips?
Captain warned us to... Mid-morning, I thought I'd try Fallbrook's self-guided wilderness hike. The one that leads up around the mountain.
Wilderness hike.
Right then.
Got it. Oh. Alright. So that's two plates. So there's some bits I could take advantage of. Okay. So here is our scholar, Reginald Cheney. I like your gear. Hey, howdy, Reginald.
What do you want? Oh, hey, Vicar Max. What are you doing on Monarch? I thought scienticians ain't welcome here.
Haven't you heard? Everyone's welcome here. It's a fucking worker's paradise. But you wouldn't know anything about that, would you? Never worked a day in your miserable life. You're just a parasite, living off my goodwill.
Wow.
But guess what? My goodwill's exhausted, along with my temper.
Whoa. This guy doesn't look like much of a scholar, Max. Care to explain?
This is the guy who told me about the book while we were in prison. I lied about finding a scholar. But I don't care about any of that anymore. I just want to inflict massive amounts of pain on this guy.
Why did you lie to me?
I couldn't risk you not bringing me here.
It sounds like you have things to work out between you. I'll just be on my way.
Max, you should have told
Would you
me.
have brought me all this way just to watch me beat the life out of a greasy ex-convict if I had?
I don't know.
Exactly. Feel free to turn away if the sight of blood offends you. Now, where were we? Oh, that's right. I was about to beat you. Severely.
Wait! I know who can translate the book for you.
It's too late for that. I threw away my life chasing fairy tales. Will punishing you fix any of that? Of course not. But by law. It will make me feel a whole lot better.
Max, stop. Maybe the... Yeah, Max, stop. This dude didn't mean to fucking lead you astray, and maybe if you can translate the book, maybe it is there. The answers.
Okay.
Jeez.
Talk, Reggie.
It was stolen from some sort of expert on philosophism. Weird hermit lady on Scylla. My father used to deliver supplies to the mining outpost there.
There, that's sort of...
I don't think so. A crazed hermit on Scylla? He's playing us for fools.
It's true. My father collected some extra bits on the side by diverting some of the supplies to the gal. The way he told it, he thought the book looked valuable, so he took it. Couldn't find any buyers when it turned out to not only be French, but banned as well.
What do you say?
Fine. We've got more important things to do anyway.
Christ. I do like his gear, though. Hold on. I'm just gonna quick save here. Real quick. Alright. What happens... Hold on, I'm just gonna see what his gear looks like.
That one a mercy kill.
Oh, he doesn't even drop his gear? Lame. Alright. Okay, well. Huh. Let's get going then, I suppose. Next stop is... the slaughterhouse. Let's get going. Oh, apparently Vic wants to talk.
I want to thank you for talking some sense into me back there with Cheney. It has been a long time since I gave in to my violent enthusiasm.
Yeah, never mind that. Why did you want to feel the need to lie? Why did you feel the need to lie?
You're right. I owe you an apology. I've been so obsessed for so long, I couldn't see anything else. You offered me a place on your crew, friendship, and I used you to get to Cheney. And even then, you saved me from myself. I don't know if I could live with myself had I gone through with it. You owe me nothing, I know, but I'm begging your forgiveness.
I understand. Okay, but I'm watching you ever lie to me again. Oh, wow. I understand. We all get obsessed about things sometimes, but you need to calm yourself. You need to figure yourself out.
Thank you. I promise I'll be nothing but truthful from this point forward.
What was it like being in prison?
Oh, exactly as you'd imagine. Can't say I enjoyed the stint. It did provide me with plenty of time to think. The way I see it, the universe was snapping me back to where I needed to be. You stray too far from the course of your destiny, the world will try to correct for it.
Alright, let's keep going then. Okay. Ooh.
Understood. I'll keep my head down.
Hide, hide, hide. Alright. I'm curious. Okay, so let's see. That did about half health. Hold on. Where's a canid? Damn it. Okay, so that did about half health on... Oh god, what was it? It was just like a normal canid, right? Oh my god. Canid Alpha. If I see any more Canid Alpha, I try my new boy on it. My other pistol. Gotta be one around here. Hi. Oh. Marauders. Okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing any canids. Oh well. It was a little under half health, but still. Pretty. Do I have access here? Question, let's see.
Ah, you must be a part of the new line shift. Don't tell me you lost your key card already. A lost card's worth 2 infractions, you know.
How much for a card and no... how much for a card and no infractions?
Depends on what you got. But I reckon we can work something out.
Alright. Well, 472.
Pleasure doing business with you. You weren't never here and I didn't give you this card.
The card they gave me didn't even fucking work. Alright. So. Let's go, 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 go. Alright. Okay, sweet. Our disguise. There anymore? Workbench discovered. Nice. I think I'm gonna actually end this episode here. I hope you guys enjoyed. It was interesting to see, you know, kind of that more violent side of the vicar. I knew he was more... It seems like he was lying about being a pastor in a church, or in a prison. It seems he was serving a sentence, probably for aggravated assault. But, yeah. Anyways, yeah, so... Next episode, we will talk to Clive. Or maybe sabotage his shit, who knows, if he doesn't comply. Probably what we'll do. Also found out I can just put stuff in my junk by pressing on it in the inventory. That makes things so much easier. Alright. Okay. Question. I guess I'm gonna have to... Hold on. Does it have the veil for both? It does. Okay. I don't understand the veil. I really don't. It looks so ugly. It looks so ugly. Hey, Ellie. Anyways. Also, yeah, I brought Ellie with me, but I digress. Yeah, so... Like, comment, subscribe if you want, share this video with someone you know, and I see you guys next episode of the Outer Worlds. Peace!